So my name is Shyam Upadhyay. I am a junior graduating in May 2022, and I am studying nuclear plasma radiological engineering. So the main RSOs that I'm involved with, part of being a nuclear engineer as my major, I'm involved with the American Nuclear Society. It's just like an honor society, not really an honor society, just like an organization of students in the NPRE department interested in what the ANS group is about, which is promoting the education of nuclear engineering. And also they host activities to kind of like, keep up the social life of the people in the department. I do enjoy the fact that NPRE is a very small department, compared to ECE, compared to MECI. But it's nice because ANS provides me a good community with people in my same major. So, being a small major, I'll find guys in my classes that are also in ANS that I can hang out with at social events. So, we have a Discord server. We just get on and play video games sometimes. And, sometimes we get on and do homework and stuff together. So I enjoy that aspect of it. So that's ANS. The other RSO I'm involved with is my fraternity. So I'm involved with Sigma Phi Delta, which is an engineering fraternity. It's a social professional engineering fraternity. And what we do is provide a community for like-minded individuals who are, care about the professional side of engineering, care about their academics, but also like to have fun. We have social events, we have athletic events, philanthropy, all that type of stuff. And so I really enjoy that aspect of it. And I say like my favorite part about that is that, it's a nice community of people that I can, be friends with and kind of kick back and take similar classes with and, go through our, engineering education here together. I'd say like, just being able to kind of like hang with people in my, that are also in engineering classes is very nice because you kind of go through the common struggles together. Both people in my fraternity, both people in ANS, like just these last 2 weeks of midterm season, right? So, we finished up with that and now it's nice to kind of just hang out with them. And, we have this event later tonight. And, these small day-to-day things are pretty nice. ANS, for example, like almost every night, people like get on Discord and play Among Us together. And that's pretty fun after like a long day of doing homework, just to kind of hang out and play a game. So even though it's not like a big moment, I say that's my favorite part about being part of these RSOs, just having a community you can always kind of go back to and, feel comfortable and feel, like you're having fun. So, I came to U of I with a decent amount of friends from my high school, being from Chicago Suburb High School. So I already knew them, so I wouldn't count them as my first friends at U of I. But my first friend I actually met was one of my nuclear classes. I met him in Engineering 100. And then I realized that some of my friends that went to U of I, he's on the same floor as them. So he kind of got brought into our friend group. And he was like one of the first new people I met. And he's been one of my best friends in NPRE since then. We've taken almost all the same classes together. So freshman year, I lived in Taft Van Dorn, which is in the Ike. And I tried out a couple other places. I tried out like Par Late Night, Busey Evans and stuff. I'd say I prefer the Ike, even though Busey sometimes has better quality food. Ike, just like the variety of food that you get is pretty nice. This is not like an engineering building, but I had a class freshman year in Gregory Hall. It was like I took AAS 100. And honestly, I really like that building, just the lecture halls in there, like the library that's also in Grainger Hall around like the side that's facing, I think it's Wright Street. It's a pretty nice library to study in. So I enjoy that building a lot. Go-to food place, I'm going to say definitely right now is Jurassic Grill, just because I live on the same block I live like right by 5th Street. So super quick walk over there and they have great veggie burgers. So what it means to me is that, for like taking the Illini part, one, I'm a student of the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. It's a very big school, very respected school. Coming from a Chicago suburb, I've always heard about, University of Illinois growing up. And so I came here, accordingly. Specifically being a Grainger Illini, U of I is a very popular engineering school and, for good reason. They have a lot of resources and stuff. And I say like, for me, it's a two-part thing. One, like the education and like the technical expertise that you gain from like your studies and your classes and everything. And second, kind of going along with the other questions that answer the community. Like aside from those RSOs, just having people in my classes, especially freshman, sophomore year when I was taking classes that a lot of engineering students take, like the physics sequence, calc sequence, stuff like that. You meet a lot of people through that, and some of those friends that, stay with you until you graduate. You'll see them in classes here or there. Kind of having that connection is always nice. So I said it's like a two-part thing. One, the education and like the, how nice and like in-depth the engineering program is here, as well as like the friends you make in your classes. So the piece of advice I'd give goes along with just RSOs in general, but more specifically applies for engineering RSOs is try to get involved. Just try things out. It's one of those things where it's not like really a big commitment. If you join an RSO, you end up realizing that you don't really like it. You can always leave later. No hard feelings. But just putting yourself out there and like trying different things out really shows you a lot about yourself and really shows you a lot about like the community you can be potentially involved with. For me, for example, like I joined my fraternity pretty early on, but American Nuclear Society, I didn't really start like coming to meetings and being like a real member until like recently, like this semester and last semester. And I kind of missed out on that. There's a lot of like, friendships already made within my class of nuclear engineers and like the upperclassmen, lowerclassmen. There's always just connections made. And in a way, I slightly feel like I missed out on that, but I'm catching up now. But I'd say like getting involved early is like really important. I'm part of that. And people coming in and feel like, oh, I'm just going to be an engineering student. I'm going to be like working hard in all these classes. I'm not going to be like meeting a lot of people. That's a really easy way to meet people. And there's a ton of engineering RSOs out there for you to join. You just got to try them out.